Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Adults Livestream, where home plus art equals heart. In tonight's live video broadcast, it is Friday Night Flip Cup. That means that I've gathered one of my artist friends, and we're going to do some flip cup. But before we do, let me introduce my love, my darling, my executive producer, Mr. Michael Sean Carter.
Thank you very much. Oh,
wow.
Start getting some feedback there. Give me one moment. Let me try this again. Thank you very much. That was take two.
Take two.
We're glad you are here for Friday Night Flip Cup live Friday night, though our guest host is across the date line. It's already Saturday morning there in Australia at Resin Heaven Studios. That is Sue Ashworth. Hello, Sue.
G'day, everybody. How we doing?
Good.
It's surprise.
Pile.
Thank you, Gomer Pyle. This is going to be awesome. So this is going to be awesome. One, because Sue's here and I love Sue. But two, she's going to be working in resin tonight. So you're going to get a happy mix of paint and resin. So, and not in the same painting. So there you go. You really get to see how things work between resin and the colors in a flip cup, because every flip cup's different, and then every flip cup within each medium is different. So it'll be fun. Do you want to tell us real quick what pigments you're using and what resin you're using?
Yep, sure. So I'm using Stone Coat Art Coat because I've got that longer work time. So I've greased the pan already. I'm using 3 Just Resins. I'm using Chocolate Brown from Just Resin. I'm using Red from Just Resin, and I'm using Aluminium from Just Resin, and I lied. The other one was hiding. And Breakfast from Tiffany's from Just Resin. Then out all on its lonesome is Color Obsessions Desert Sands Shimmer.
That's so pretty. Oh my gosh.
It's very opaque. So it'll be interesting to see how that one comes through. If it does at all, unfortunately. So drum roll, folks, because the last time I did a flip cup,
it was a flip flop.
Yeah, I don't know what else is after a flop. I think what's worse than a flop, guys.
Well, you know, you can always pour over it. You can always work with it. That's the fun thing about it.
You can always jazz it up.
Yep. So tonight I will be using Master's Touch Raw Umber and Deco Art Sterling Silver. And then for my light brown, I mixed up some special paint. It is Winsor & Newton Copper. And then because this is a transparent transparent paint, it's just like a raw metallic. There's no real color to it. I put some of this Milo burnt sienna in there, just a little tiny bit, just to give it some color. So that's the one mixture I mixed up. And then I've got in this bottle, which I need to shake up real quick, is Montmartre. I think it's called, Brilliant Red. So that's in this bottle. And then I grabbed the Sleeping Beauty shimmer from Porridge Posse, but it was just a couple of shades too light. So instead of just doing that, I added a little bit of Shelley's Masquerade shimmer from Porridge Posse. So we're going to have some metallics. We're going to have Some just plain, the raw umber and the red are just regular paints. And I am doing another pour on wallpaper. Here's the remnant piece of the wallpaper. This is what's on the back side. And I gessoed this with some black gesso so you can see it. It dried nice and flat. So hopefully it'll stay nice and flat. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. Okay. So, and I do have some black and some white hanging out over here too, just in case I need them. But I think we're good to go. So I'm going to start adding color. And just kind of roll with it.
So I'm not up to square with terminology. So when you just pour them, the paint straight in on top of one another, that's a dirty pour? Yes?
Yes.
No?
When you just kind of squoogee them in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's what this is going to be.
And mine end up pretty layered. Wait,
And
oop.
I lost it.
Uh-oh. What'd you lose?
Whoop. Okay, there it is. Found it. Might put a little bit more in.
Tell you what, let me take a moment to give a shout out to those that are in the chat tonight.
Awesome.
We want to thank Julie for moderating tonight. Acrylic Painting with Julie E. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Mike Van Doozy's in the chat. Mike Van Doozy, badass chef with the Badass Chef Club. Howdy, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Trisha Whistler is here tonight. She says hello to everyone. Hello, Trisha.
hey Trish.
The lovely Lady Mist is here. Hello, Lady Mist. Welcome, welcome.
Hello, Lady Mist.
The vivacious Janice Pittman. She says, hello, beautiful people. Hello, Janice.
Hello, beautiful lady.
Hello.
Judy Esmer is here. She says, hi, all. Hello, Judy.
Hello, hello.
Esmeyer. I may have mispronounced that. Sorry about that, Judy. Helen is here tonight. She says, aloha. Hello. Aloha, Helen.
Aloha, Helen. All right, we're going to try and do this without training wheels tonight. Because, quite honestly, I don't know where my training wheels went. I know they're in here somewhere, but where they went, I'm not exactly sure. They're probably in this bin. Probably. Maybe not. I have a bin here that I've been putting all my other stuff in. I move some of this stuff so I can actually light this up a little bit. There we go. I'm going to put a little bit of black in here too. Just kind of squirt it down the middle. All right. There we go. I'm surprised it made it on the table.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Oh, 2 for 2.
Ta-da! I did it. I didn't drop them.
Good job.
Oh, this one needs to come this way. Okay, so we're gonna let this sit for a minute. Oh, they're already sunk. Well, she's got hers flipped and already ready. See, you resin artists are just too damn quick.
Sue is rocking.
So tonight I am using a pizza box. we went to Aldi today, and we got one of their take and bake pizzas. And so I thought, hey, that might be a good thing to pour into, because that way I don't have to worry about transporting the painting. So, and I can turn my painting without actually having to turn my painting. So we're going to come over here and we're going to go like this.
Hey, I'm going to do a little housekeeping real quick.
Okay.
If you have a question for either of our artists tonight, just use the letter Q and then a colon and put your question in there. And we will get your question answered tonight on Friday Night Flip Cup. Also, if you are new to the Artist Haven, hey, hit the subscribe button along with the bell notification. That way, anytime that we are going live, you will be notified of that. We'd love to have you as part of the tribe.
Okay. Put some black down there. Learned from last time, I need to make sure that this gets spread out a little bit, or it's going to be really hard to move. But I did gesso it this time, so we'll see if that helps. All right, here we go.
Got some great comments in the chat. Everyone enjoying the colors tonight. Love those colors. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Hey, just want to let everyone know, tomorrow, going into the weekend, Saturday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to have a hangout. So the creator hangout that we do, Creator Tribe, come join us. Okay, got a couple of questions. Julie wants to ask Sue,
Yeah.
did you use a white or silver paste?
It is aluminium.
So it's
Which is
silver.
this, yeah, silver. It's this one here. This big dupe.
Cool.
Note to self, don't use red next time, or so much of it.
Good to know. Okay, and we have a question from Helen. Helen says she missed the start, so what are the pouring mediums?
I'm using resin. To be more precise, I'm using stone coat countertop. And Tish is using acrylic paint.
And my pouring medium is Floetrol and glue, 70-30. 70% Floetrol, 30% glue. And one of my colors is really, really chunky, and I don't know which one. So We're going to do a bunch of little kisses in here to get rid of some of the chunkies. I don't know why. I just mixed up most of them.
It's like peanut butter.
Yeah, be interesting.
Sometimes
That's
it's
for sure.
creamy. Sometimes it's chunky. Hey, we have Evelyn Warner has joined us in the chat. Hello, Evelyn.
Hello, Evelyn. There. Ooh, now I like it. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. Don't like this right here. But what we can do is texture this up a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Still not liking it. Let's dump it this way. Okay, well, there's a little trick I learned. Because the paper is not as taut as a canvas, I'm using my fingers on the back side of this plastic to get the colors to go where I want them to. Now that's pretty cool. All right. I'm glad I grabbed 3 paper towels tonight. And I remembered to put the lotion on my hands before I painted. Okay. There's still some chunky bits, and that's okay. We just go in and give it a little kiss. And I'm not looking for, what's the word I'm looking for? Like an overall composition. I'm looking at, okay, well, if I don't like this edge, I can cut this off, use it as a bookmark or some other thing. And then I can use like this section as the cover of a little notebook. So I'm trying to figure out, I wonder if it's that chocolate brown, if I just didn't mix it long enough. Because that's like the only tube paint I really used. So that's pretty cool though. I'm going to torch this. Maybe some of those chunks I think are not chunks, they're bubbles. Nope, they're chunks. Blessed be. So we'll see how this dries. But if you missed last week's Artapalooza, but you saw last week's, or this week's Artapalooza, but you saw last week's Flip Cup, I turned the wallpaper into little notebooks. I still got to seal them and then stitch it in there. So there's the wallpaper on the inside with a little pocket. And then there'll be this one. So you can see how, we can change the composition just by how we cut it. So there's that. And I'm going to boop some of these to get some of these chunks out. I don't know what to get. Maybe it must have been the brown.
Since you've been talking about chunks, Julie says now she wants Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey.
Oh, Cherry Garcia is my favorite, but
all sounds good.
Yep.
So we do have another question that is from Mike, Badass Chef. His question is, what is the work time on the stone coat resin?
You can get anywhere up to 3 hours depending on the weather. And keeping in mind here in Australia, we're still in summer, so it is quite humid. So I can get up to about maybe an hour and a half. In the winter, however, I have been known to push it to nearly 3.5 hours because it's that cold. And all you do is you just keep on activating it with heat, and she'll just keep on going and going. And that's my granddaughter in the background. The youngest one mustn't be doing what the oldest one wants her to do.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dissension in the ranks.
Yeah. But anyhow, so with my leftover resin, what I like to do is fill up molds. And this little mold that I'm doing over the side here, I don't know if it's in camera shot or not. I can't look. I'm looking what I'm doing. Is a little unicorn.
Oh.
So I've most probably already sold it because a friend of mine at the market likes my molds, my leftover molds, and yeah, she's already bought something like 3 or 4 of the bears and 2 of my skulls, and
Well, there you go.
yeah.
It's always nice to have people that appreciate your work.
Yes. So this skull's going to have, he's definitely going to be out of sight. He's going to have, not so much out of sight, a silver top. So.
All right. We have another question from Julie. Doesn't have anything to do with tonight's resin or acrylic paint. Julie wants to know, have you seen that Little Debbie's now has ice cream in the flavors of their snack cakes?
Shut up. I don't need to know that. I'm going back on keto. Why did you tell me that?
Julie. Julie talking about Ben and
Julie.
Jerry's ice cream and all this other stuff. Holy moly.
Well, see, I can make keto ice cream. That I can do. And I can do a cherry chocolate. It probably won't be as good as Ben and Jerry's, but it'll be close. But
The kids got, if you can hear cats in the background.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is one of those, you know the dolls I showed you? The cat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of them. I'm so
That's
glad the
crazy.
dog doesn't work as good as the cats do. So, yibbity yibbity, that's me, y'all.
Nice. Okay, we do have a question from Helen.
Yep.
Helen wants to know, do I need a respirator for that type of resin?
If you have health conditions, yes,
Yeah.
I would.
If you do have a lung issue, yes. If you have a well ventilated area, like I'm in my shed, so I've got a door open, I've got the fan running, so I'm pretty well. Excuse
Uh-oh.
me.
World War III has ensued. If you have a health condition or some kind of other respiratory issue, kind of thing, I would. And it's not like you have to be like Darth Vader kind of mask. You can use the lighter weight respiratory ones. I don't know how else to explain it. They come in different grades. You don't need the hazmat suit for the most part, especially if you're not going to use heat to pop your bubbles. If you're just going to let the bubbles kind of do their own thing. Because what triggers the chemical reaction and more of the fumes, I guess. The off-gassing would be applying heat. So you'd want to keep that to a minimum. But like Sue was saying, if you have a well-ventilated area and a light respirator mask, you should be okay for the most part with stone coat. I've had other resins where I've worn a mask, a light respirator mask, and open area, and it still triggered my migraines. So that's why I say if you have, sensitivities, you need to try it for yourself. Because they say no VOC, but sometimes there's other components that can trigger stuff. So I'm one of those people where I can use what's it called? Rust-Oleum spray paint, but I can't use Krylon because Krylon in their propellant has some kind of something that just makes me get a headache like almost instantly, even when using it outside with a mask. So I do use it, but it's sparingly. So, and I'm really I'm really kind of digging this. This looks like some wheat paste paper. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what mine is. But then resin's going to take a while to settle, and what it looks like now, folks, is not what it's going to end up like.
nope.
Resin
Almost
takes
guaranteed.
time. Yep. Resin's going to resin. It's got a mind of its own. I'm already seeing cells popping up left, right, and center. Or freckles, as you like to call them.
Yes, freckles.
I'm not going to pick this up. I'll unlevel it if I do.
Right.
So, yeah. We'll see what happens.
We'll do a close-up here.
That's as close as I'm going to get.
Close enough. Looks good.
Oh, I like
Very
that
pretty.
though.
Pretty.
So, note to self, if you're going to use red, real
Use very little.
sparingly light.
I used mine real sparingly and it didn't take over like I thought it would, but it's not dry yet either, so.
Yeah, the aluminium is the next one that's come up, then the brown. The Tiffany and the desert sands is, yeah, that's why I put the desert sand on the end, because it's such a pretty transparent.
All right, so I'm afraid to lift this up because I think I'm gonna lose my light. That's okay. So I'll just kind of bring it up a little bit. So you can see the composition as a whole is still kind of cool. I did put a cup underneath it because I noticed it was kind of sagging. So I might rethink my pouring board and mess around with that. And once I come up with a perfect way to do this, I will share my knowledge with you because this is actually really kind of fun. And you can get wallpaper at thrift stores for next to nothing and, use it in your journaling, use it in your mixed media, use it, however you want to. So
You could go to your local hardware store and ask them if they've got any old samples that they don't want.
yeah, the sample book that I have, it has, I want to say it had 30 or 40 different pages of wallpaper in it, and I paid $5 for it. So, and that was like 5 years ago, if not longer. So, all right. Well, Sue, when your resin is fully cured and you're able to maneuver it, would you be so kind as to take some pictures?
Yep, I can take some pictures and throw them on the Facebook page.
That would be wonderful. That way we know how yours turned out. or just you can show us on Wednesday too, if
Yep.
you're going to be on
/
Palooza.
Thursday, folks, for those in Aussie.
Yes. Yes, Thursday
Yeah.
morning. So, and I'll have the dried results for this for you guys on Artapalooza because we're going to work on some more notebooks then. I think that's it. Yes. So next live stream will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that will be our Creators Tribe Hangout and panel. We're going to be talking about analyze, adjust, and adapt, and how to use those in not only your artwork and business and YouTube channel, but also maybe even your life. So,
but before we say goodnight, we want to give a shout out to Lady Mist for a wonderful super chat. She says, very nice, ladies, with a lot of love and hugs.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lady Mist. Yes, Disco Dabo.
Disco.
Thank you.
Disco Dabo.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you for hanging out with us tonight. We hope to see you tomorrow night. If not, have a great weekend. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday, and we will see you next time. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.
Bye.